This is a giant orange ball. This is, Ron, this is bullshit. This is effed up, whatever this is. I've got it. It's not moving, so it's not an airplane. It's stationary. It's a fireball. No, I do not see smoke. That's freaking cool. I've never seen anything like this. It's not the airplane. I'm recording it right now. It's just an orange ball of fire. No, this is the far horizon. This is probably, it's hard to say, but Super, thank you. Welcome back, everyone. This is Robert at Custodian File. Today is December 19, 2024. So I want to revisit this once-in-a-lifetime video I recorded October 11, 2018. As soon as the sun came down, it was directly west, 270 degrees, about 3 or 4 degrees off the horizon, off the ocean. And the best way, again, that I can describe it as an orange fireball. It just sat there. Essentially, it sat there all night and maybe drifted to the left of me or south over the course of 6 to 8 hours. But you know, I thought it was maybe an oil well on fire, a tanker. It was nothing like that. It was an extremely, extremely odd phenomena. So I did record quite a bit of it. Actually recorded so much of it, I got annoyed that I burnt up all my memory tapes and deleted a lot of it, and this is what I kept. I could tell you I hooked up an optic lens on it, so I was about 200 to 1. And I'm pretty sure I saw objects coming in and out of it, for what it's worth. I'm kicking myself now. But you know, we have these plasmoids now showing up. We have all these drones in New Jersey. Whatever's going on here, I mean, I can offer a theory. I think there are two narratives going on, because it's kind of hard to really like, hey, what do I believe here? What do I think? And it's tricky, but you just got to listen to other smart people. You got to use a lot of critical thinking. I think there's two narratives going on. I think what we're seeing here is the Air Force has dozens of these drones in the sky, and they're looking for something. So we don't necessarily have to speculate, but there's a lot of smart people who have already said they're not there looking for UFOs, because if they were, those drones would be over Marina del Rey, Los Angeles, most likely the hottest zone in the United States, which I've proven. That's why I have 5,000 videos of these UAP dragons. So I think really, not to create any fear, because that's not who I am. They're looking for something else. They're not looking for UFOs. But what's happening is, as you know, anything in the sky is going to get tagged by a dragon, a UAP, an orb. They're going to get tagged. So some people, you really are seeing real UFOs, and you're seeing real Air Force drones flying around. I think those drones are also known as Reapers. So it's ironic, not to make it sound funny, we have Reapers and dragons passing each other. So let's not just look for one answer, but really like two narratives, two truthful narratives. And where's it all going? I don't think it's going to slow down. I think it's going to continue. I think it's whatever they're looking for, they're not going to find immediately, these Reapers. So it's going to spread to other states, and then it just repeats itself. Then you got more dragons and orbs looking at these Reapers. And then you got to throw in, there's a few of them are legitimate aircraft, and all you got to do is just go on Planefinder, any of the radar, the free radars, but I use planefinder.net, and you can just quickly see if that's really a helicopter or an airplane. Pretty straightforward. So I want to put my 2 cents in on the New Jersey thing, but I'm really trying to think it through and give you some highly accurate information. Again, also just based on what a few smart people are volunteering. Also, I want to just visit this concept of CERN. They're saying, oh, CERN's starting something. So in all fairness, if you don't know what CERN is, this is basically It's a giant circle in the ground on the border between Switzerland and France. It's an accelerator on a high level, a very high level, essentially a giant magnet under the ground. I think it's like 100 feet deep. It's deep into the earth, just in case something went wrong. And it's powered. They built a special nuclear power plant just to power this only. That's how much electricity it is using. And I think what they were just doing maintenance on it, and they found out they accidentally produced 10 or 15 tons of gold, artificial gold. So that's one of the reasons why you want to have an unlimited amount of free electricity. The benefits are endless. Later, we won't be doing it in 10 years, but in 200, 300 years, we'll be making an endless amount of gold, silver, platinum. It's easy to do if you have all the free electricity in the world. It can be done. But that's another subject because we're talking about UAPs. But the whole point also with CERN, all this electricity, so interdimensional travel, because people want to know about that all of a sudden. Is it real? Are these UFOs flying interdimensional? Yeah, it's pretty basic. This is like 101. This is the only way you really get from continent to continent, you might say. You can't really do it by a boat. You need a jet airplane, so you need advanced technology. So the advanced technology is really wormhole portal technology, Alcubierre warp drive technology. And the way you're going to all do this is with extreme high voltage. Now, the CERN high voltage, is that enough to create a warp field? Not really. The superconductors that you need have to be able to cargo literally billions of volts of energy, billions. And we don't have anything like that. We have materials that can create anti-gravity, which will float and hover, but hover is not flying, and hover is not enough to travel interdimensional. But nevertheless, where I'm going with this is that the CERN is creating enough energy where theoretically it's acting as a beacon, a GPS, noise, and it is being transmitted. Excuse me. It's being put out there as a beacon, so other dimensions can hear this, and it's possible we're pulling them into our dimension. They're like flying around and they're like, hey, I'm getting some white noise from this dimension, and they're pointing at Earth. So yes, absolutely very simple. You turn that on. I think we turned it on this year, and then more or less cause and effect. It doesn't, some will say, well, this doesn't 100% mean it's related, but cause and effect. Whenever you're dealing with high voltage, and CERN is about as high as you're going to get as far as high voltage goes. So that's where I'm going with this. Please tell me your thoughts, what you think. I'm trying to put my 2 cents in here to keep everything current. There's a lot of critical thinking in here, and I just want to give you the best information out there. If you like what you see, please remember to like, subscribe, comment. I could use your help. Information's out there, and remember, a lot of people don't want this information out still. So I share it with a friend. Tell me what you think. Okay, let's go to the next. Come on, tag this puppy. This is a big bird. Come on. K-band. Got a K-band. Okay, real quick, I've showed you this before. I just want to what I think I want to do, I want to show you this chart every time before I show you an X or a K-band video. Because a lot of you don't know about this chart. This was presented last year, 4/19/23, by the Pentagon. Pentagon gave this to Congress. They were basically saying, here's the 411, here's the characteristics of these UAPs. Their speed, stationary to velocity to Mach 2. Mach 2 speed is 1700. It's really closer to 2,000 miles an hour. But right there, stationary, you got to read the data. So the Pentagon's telling you we've seen these things parked. We've seen UAPs parked. That's why they put stationary in there. So that's kind of cool. I'm saying 2,000. They're saying 1,700. And then look what they're saying below. Radar spectrum will trigger X band. Well, it will trigger X and K band. A lot more K than X. But the Pentagon's trying to come across as being truthful here, so they're not going to throw in the K. But as you know, I've got all the video K evidence and X band also. So I want to just show you some more X and K band and keep you updated. Here we go right here. What is this, Sheriff? So it's just cause and effect. So basically, the helicopters come in. I watch Plane Finder and I see choppers come in. I go to my camera, I press record. I have a Panasonic X1000 4K 60 frames on a tripod. I've customized a light box with a 14-inch monitor so I can see these things outside. And on top of the light box are 2 car radar detectors. I just get them on eBay used. You can get them anywhere from $30 to $50. I have 2 of them just for redundancy in case the first one misses. But generally they both go off at the same time. And there you go. So 8% of the time, the choppers will get they'll get tagged. Well, they'll get tagged by these UAP dragons 60 to 90%. But out of all the tags, 8% of the time they will trigger the X or K band, and then also 8% of the time it will record an audio click. And that's been repeated all over the world, and it's all over YouTube. Ever since I put the word out, people are doing this now, and it's just like, it's phenomenal. It's ubiquitous. It's science. It's constant. So here we go. So I'm just really trying to keep it out there. Just keep the data coming. They say, well, that's an extraordinary claim, Robert. You better have extraordinary evidence. I get that. I totally get that. So here it is. Here it is. I mean, if you want to see more, like to say, well, do you have a couple of dozen radars? Actually, I have far excess of 100 radar tapes. I've been doing this since summer 2017. The reason I figured it out, I got lucky. The Marina Del Rey was invaded by the Coast Guard and the Navy Blackhawks. And then after 2 weeks, I just got curious. I pulled my camera out, started taking pictures, and then here you go. This is what I saw, these things flying up to our choppers. So the Pentagon's never left. The Pentagon's known about this since the summer of 2017. And it's never left. So you've seen all the videos of the Ospreys, the Blackhawks, Apaches. It's endless, just endless, over and over. So let me show you one more radar hit, and we'll call it a day. He's approaching this is the hot zone. He's approaching the rocks. Come on. Okay, you've seen this before here. So when you approach the Jetty Rocks is ground zero. Why? We don't know. But believe me, the government has spent a lot of money trying to answer that question. I got all the video to prove it too. A lot of money. But nevertheless, you turn on your recorder right here when they're over the jet. Banners are just easy UAP dragon video. In this case, to get and tagging, they're triggering the radar. So cause and effect. There it is. Blue skies are good when there's a lot of aircraft. So ideally, blue skies with a lot of aircraft, you're going to get a lot of UAPs. You really are. And it's really all over the world. Anyone could do this. Take the Dragon Challenge, pull your phone out, landscape, zoom in maybe 10, 20%, record for 30 seconds, look for a tiny dot, going the speed of a bullet. That will be, there it is. That will be the UAP Dragon. Why do I call them dragonflies? Because 7 years ago, I was certain they were actually dragonflies. I thought they were bugs. You probably say, well, I can see these little wings on it. They're wings. Those are plasma jets. They're running on high voltage electricity, extreme high voltage. You probably can't pick a number high enough, and you'd probably be underestimated if you pick a really high number. So it is what it is. Let's try to catch up with their technology. Let's study them. Let's take all the clues we have. We know where and when they'll be. We know how to record them. We know how to recognize them. We know how to bait them. So let's take advantage. Let's just really get caught up with these, whatever this is. If it's from this planet, is it off planet, or is it from our future? It doesn't matter. It's time to get caught up here, like warp drive caught up. let's do this. It's exciting. Okay, again, please remember, if like what you see, like, subscribe, comment. I do need your support. Hit that subscribe button and your comments. Or if you have your own video, you can send to custodianfile@gmail.com. Okay, thank you for watching. I'll be in touch. Take care. Bye-bye.